Welcome back to the channel. It's been a week, I think, since our last vlog, but in this video I want to try and answer the question, will we buy this caravan again? And from the perspective of us being beginners, in that we left caravanning sort of 20 years ago and have only come back to it in the last 3 months, I thought would kind of reflect on this caravan and some of the other options that we could have had. So when we opted for this, we set ourselves basically 3 boundaries, and the first one was we were fixed with the car, so we had to get a caravan that would fit on the back of the car, and that was the no-brainer. The second one was we wanted a caravan with a bedroom, and we wanted a caravan that had fairly reasonable heating and reasonable facilities. So that was kind of the overview of where we are, or where we were when we bought the caravan. We then started searching on YouTube, and I'm going to put a little link below to a YouTube channel called The Caravan Place. Now the guy there, Mark, who does a substantial amount of videos, looks at all different caravans. I think he's doing them as like a pre-delivery video for customers, but it is an overview for people who are looking at certain caravans, so you can actually see the layout and see what facilities are in the caravans. So before you're actually starting to go around the caravan showrooms, the dealerships, or look privately, you can see roughly what you want and expect, and that's a massive help. You then go on to look at other YouTube channels and read a few reviews about different caravans, and those that really do suffer from damp, or those that people have found not to be the best thing for them. But at the end of the day, it's what's right for you, or what was right for us as a couple in our 50s that were going to tour around and try and make the best of the situation of this COVID thing that we're in at the moment. And we were thinking in a period of probably 3 to 5 years of having a caravan, and then seeing if we were going to upgrade that and go for something else. So Mark had actually done a video on the Orion 434, which is very similar to this. The only real difference is this is set up with a dinette, which turns into a double bed, and the 430 is a fixed French bed. So when we were looking around, we did look at a good number. We looked at Lunas and Eldis and Baileys of different sorts, and we found this particular caravan in a fairly local dealership, and the budget we'd set initially was about 10 grand plus the money we were going to get returned because we'd had a 3-week holiday cancelled. So we sort of thought the difference would cover, or the bits we were going to get back from the holiday were going to cover the extra bits that we needed. So the aqua roll and the waste master, pumps, any awnings, and every, the bits inside the caravan we would get from that money coming back from the holiday company eventually. So we had the 10 grand to spend on a caravan. Was that the right decision? I think in hindsight probably not, purely because we've had this caravan now for what, two months. We've already had 4 trips away. We're going again away for 4 days this week. We have a deposit paid on a site in Lancashire when the lockdown gets lifted, so we're going to hopefully go and stay over there for a few days. We want to take it over to France, maybe even to Spain next year. So I think in hindsight what we should have done was maybe set a larger budget, but we didn't, and this is what we've got. Using the caravan, it serves our purpose absolutely perfectly. Things it has that we weren't expecting when we bought the caravan initially was that the dinette actually has a Bailey French bed mattress for it. So effectively we've got a French bed, but when we sell the Caravan, it can be turned back into a dinette and sold as a 4-berth with, if you like, 2 double beds, one at the front, one at the back, with a Bailey mattress. The second thing it came with, although I've not used it that much because I'm pretty good at reversing, is the motor mover. That came, it didn't have a remote. I had to obtain a third-party remote control for it, but as soon as we turned it on, it works perfectly, which was another added bonus. The Caravan tyres, when we bought it, had only been on the Caravan about 6 months, so we know we've got a good 4.5 years of use on the tyres. Hopefully that they don't, we don't get punctures and things we have to have them replaced, but the running time of the tyres is another 4.5 years, so that's a cost that we're not going to have to pay for. There has been additional sockets fitted in the Caravan. I think maybe it may have been a dealer special, because compared to other Orions that I've seen, it's got different spotlights and additional sockets. We've added a few other things. We've added a 12 volt and a 240 USB power stations. So we've got USB whether we're on grid or off grid. We don't have a solar panel, which would have been nice. But saying that, because we really want to use the fridge and the heating on electricity, we are booking sites that have electric hookup, but we are mindful that some of those electric hookups may only be 10 amp, and therefore we'll have to think about the water heating and maybe using the gas for that sort of thing. So really, to answer that question, would we buy this Caravan again? The answer is we really don't know. We think, or conversations we've had over the last couple of weeks have been, maybe we should have set a slightly higher budget and gone for a Bailey Phoenix, that we would still have been able to put on the back of the car, because we've got to have a lightweight van, but we would have maybe had a few more extras and it be a little more like home compared to this entry-level Caravan. But all in all, are we happy with this Caravan? Absolutely. We are absolutely over the moon with this Caravan. It tows fantastically. It's probably quite a good match with our little car. But I don't think we will still be in this Caravan in maybe 5 years' time. I think maybe we will have upgraded, because we were quite surprised just how much we're enjoying getting away in the Caravan as well. So there we are. That's our outlook on buying the Caravan, and would we buy it again. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing and give us a like, because that always helps the channel. And we'll catch up with you next time. You take care, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.